Sudhir, to you first, what's your sense? Is this vendetta 6 months before a big election, or is Chandrababu Naidu on the back foot on this one, given the fact that the YSRCP claims that they have enough evidence, according to them, to nail Mr. Naidu and make him an accused?
Well, Rajdeep, you use the word body blow. It's certainly a body blow as far as the TDP is concerned. And in fact, for almost 48 hours before he was actually arrested on Saturday morning, early on Saturday morning, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu was actually going around telling people that he is likely to be arrested. He has information that the CID could arrest him, but he was expecting that in a different case. So this was, in that sense, a bit of a surprise. But yes, 6 months before the elections, it has really pushed the TDP onto the back foot, because just like any other regional party, Chandrababu Naidu is the face of the party. He has been touring, despite his age, all over Andhra Pradesh. So in that sense, to confine him behind bars definitely would impact the TDP in a major way, which is why you see Nara Lokesh now taking the leadership position and the TDP cadre being asked to kind of galvanize and mobilize public opinion in its favor. But yes, this is going to be one of this most difficult political tests as far as Chandrababu Naidu and the TDP are concerned.
Let's come to the case, Sudhir, for our audiences across this India. When the initial agreement was signed with Siemens, 3,000 crores were to be invested by them and 371 crores by the AP government. The allegation in the remand application is the government released the 371 crores without Siemens releasing even 1 rupee. And the allegation is that 371 rupees was converted into cash through shell companies. That's what is the claim. Do you believe this is a strong enough case, or do you believe this is a case which typically will be seen to be driven more by vendetta?
Well, the CID will have to prove its case, because it has a lot of intricacies, financial intricacies, as to whether the amount was in fact released by Siemens, whether the Siemens head company was involved, or whether it was the entire handiwork of Siemens India. Like Lokesh pointed out, similar projects had been carried out in different other states of India, and pretty much the same model was done also in Andhra Pradesh, and skill development centers were set up. So whether that amount was in fact released, but much more important, Rajdeep, in this particular case is whether Chandrababu Naidu is the one who authorized the release of the amount, and whether part of that amount actually came back as kickbacks or any other devious way. So that is something which the CID will have to establish in this particular case, and that's really at the heart of this entire case.
Therefore, let me take it that to M. Bharat, YSRCP MP, because Bharat, the allegation that is being made by Lokesh just now in that interview, as well as the TDP, is that you haven't even proven a money trail. There is no linkage that is proving that the money has actually gone to Chandrababu Naidu. You're creating a suspicion, but without having actual proof. And the state CID, according to them, is working on the behest of Jagan Mohan Reddy to settle scores 6 months before an election. You had 4 years, 4 months to maybe build a case. Now in the last 6 months, you've suddenly arrested Chandrababu Naidu when he appears like a serious challenger to you.
So one thing, Rajdeep, one must understand, you are a senior journalist, you must be knowing, if it is a vendetta politics, we would have done, if Lokesh saying is true, we would have done 4 years back itself. Why now, before the 4 months of election at this junction?
He's saying because you are worried about Chandrababu Naidu bouncing back before the election, that's why you've gone for him. You haven't proven the money trail.
No. Perhaps they may get a lot of sympathy if it is a wrong case, if it is a false case. So one thing is very clear, we must closely observe the scam, what had happened earlier. In 2015, just give me 2 minutes of uninterrupted time. I'll just explain what exactly the total misuse of power has happened. So one thing, the Siemens India company, Siemens International they are alleging that that Siemens International, the GOMS number 4 says the free aid of 90% investment by Siemens India company, and as well as the design tech. So as far as when the CID has intervened and investigated this, and they have confessed that we have nothing to do with the Andhra Pradesh skill development, that MOU. We are not at all involved in this 90%. What they are saying, the 90%, the GO says the 90% of investment, as rather it is called to be a free aid. So not even a single penny has invested by Siemens International. And they've also confessed that we have nothing to do with this, the agreement. And what the design tech, the company has done, They have routed to the shell companies around about 70 companies. And here the primary conspirator is Mr. Naidu.